Hey guys, Dr. Jason West in the West Clinic. Today what we're going to talk about is melancholy and depression. So who knows someone that has a little bit of going up and down like this? I mean, we all kind of go a little bit like this. And so what we want to do is to put together a short tip video on some considerations for natural therapies that you could do for melancholy and depression, because the official diagnosis of depression is mood alteration and sleep disorders, a loss of interest in former pleasure activities, a feeling of guilt or hopelessness, concentration loss, a loss of energy, loss of appetite, and suicidal thoughts or tendencies. So to have the depression diagnosis, you need 5 of the 9 criteria, and you must have the mood alterations and loss of interest for at least 2 weeks. Now, a lot of the medical treatments associated with depression are prescriptive therapy using what they call tricyclic antidepressants, monoamine oxidase inhibitors, SSRIs, and SNRIs. Now, just like with any other type of medical therapy, there can be some effects and then there can be some unwanted side effects. So some of the side effects of antidepressant medicine is increased weight gain, which is going to cause problems in the depression and melancholy department for most people, a loss of sexual desire and decreased ability to orgasm, fatigue and drowsiness, sleeping disorders, dry mouth, and a lot of muscle tremors or muscle kind of restless leg syndrome. Now, researchers at the University of Manitoba in Canada recently found that at least 25% of people who are taking antidepressants like Prozac and Zoloft and Paxil didn't even have the condition for which the drugs were approved for, and doctors were using it in an off-label manner. Now, maybe that's appropriate, maybe not, because we don't know all of the doctor-patient interactions, but in some cases, most people didn't need some of the antidepressant therapy. So we put together a couple ideas or tips for depression and a natural medicine recommendation for those that are interested, and you can get that through our website. Now, the most important things to handle melancholy depression is number 1, put your body on a schedule. Number 2, regulate and stabilize your blood sugar. This is really important to not skip meals, most importantly breakfast. And there's some foods that seem to really help with depression. Things like salmon, tuna, spinach, avocados, and then there's some lifestyle things that really make a big difference in the self-communication pathways with journaling, with meditation, with prayer, and the appropriate types of nutrient supplementation. It's also really nice to do a doable checklist. When you're depressed, you may feel like you can't accomplish anything, and making an accomplishable checklist makes you feel better because it actually releases dopamine in your brain. It's kind of like a little natural antidepressant. Now, movement is life, so get out and move. It temporarily boosts the feel-good chemicals of endorphins, and it shows that long-term benefits of regular exercise really have a lot less incidence of depression than people that don't. Your sleeping patterns, you got to get up at the same time every day, and you got to get out in your community, in your family, and try and make some communications and some ability to not be alone. Challenge your negative thoughts and try something new. And when you're depressed, you get in a rut, and pushing yourself to do something new takes work and takes effort, but it's also really, really good for your emotions. Now, the last thing we want to try and do with melancholy or depression is to try and have fun. And if you're depressed, making times to do things like that that you enjoy will really be helpful. But what if nothing seems fun anymore? Well, this is a symptom of depression and melancholy. Try to get yourself out of that rut. Now, the best natural things that I have seen that can help depression and melancholy, we put together a little pack called the Happy to Be Me pack. And it is things that have like SAMe in it. You have 4,000 to 6,000 milligrams of essential fatty acids and at least 600 milligrams of magnesium. Now, out of that whole system, if we balance the body, if we put you on a system, if we get you to communicate with yourself, it really helps you to be the person that you'd like to be. And if you want any natural considerations for depression and melancholy, check us out, westcliniconline.com. This is Dr. Jason West, and we'll see you on the next tip.